Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Fabulous Luxury. Here are 10 foods that always seem too expensive. Number 10, caviar. Have you ever taken one look at caviar and just thought, why on earth do people decide to put this into their bodies? Good, because you're not alone. It's the pickled roe of the sturgeon fish, and if nobody understands what that means, it's okay, we don't know either. Caviar is an incredibly acquired taste, and unless you're earning thousands of dollars every day, we can imagine that you consume this all too often, if at all, because only the ones with trained taste buds can sample this for a long time. Number 9, oysters. Everyone tends to have tried oysters, so they're not necessarily exclusive, but on average they can certainly set you back quite a bit. The effects of pollution have caused a decrease in the volume of oysters, which for the longest time seemed to be a food for the working class. They're incredibly difficult to eat, and if you aren't something of an experienced veteran at the craft, but condiments are quite often on hand to assist if you happen to have struggles with consumption. Trust us, it's not to be taken lightly. Number 8, foie gras. It's made from duck or goose liver and comes from force-feeding corn through a feeding tube to the animals. It's animal cruelty. It's also really expensive, which is why it features on this list, but let's not get away from the central theme. It's cruelty and everyone needs to know and understand. There's nothing grand or spectacular about this delicacy, and sooner that it's banned and removed from any and all menus, the better. We need to stop normalizing things that simply are not normal in the present day. Number 7, Wagyu beef. Any and all types of beef have their advantages, and it's certainly true for the wonder of this Wagyu beef. It stems from the variety of different Japanese cows, with some describing the beef as soft pieces of fish, and you can make that what you will. The rearing process tends to determine how expensive it is in the long run, but either way, Wagyu beef value does not seem to be going down or altering as time goes on. If you love their beef, get out to Japan and try the authentic stuff. Number 6, saffron. The red spice, or better known as red gold, comes from a certain type of flower and is pretty damn popular with the rich and famous of this world. The harvesting process of the spice is incredibly hands-on due to the limited time it's available, and production is done on scarily quick and concise scale. You'll know when you see saffron when exactly it is and how high-end it can be, and while you may not taste the difference straight away, it certainly has a bit of a kick. Number 5, Iberian ham. This ham comes from pigs that eat a diet of acorns only during their final period of their life, which is, well, one way to do it. The ham also tends to be cured for around 3 years, and while that may seem like an awfully long time to wait for some ham, a dozen more chunks are now probably ready in time it's taken for you to read the century. A leg of Iberian ham once sold for over 3,000 euros too, which is the sort of figure we can't really wrap our heads around. Number 4, Dansuk watermelon. The idea of a black watermelon sounds as tasty as it does bizarre, and that's the intrigue of the great Dansuk watermelon. They're often sold at auction, most commonly in Japan, because it's not every day that they come across your line of vision, kind of like Mewtwo in the Pokemon games. They're absolutely stunning from a visual standpoint, but we have yet to sample a taste of the product that has set people back well over 1,500 in the past. That in itself is something we consider to be a little bit terrifying. Number 3, moose cheese. Moose milk is required in order to produce moose cheese, which obviously makes sense, but it isn't just found in the middle of a street. It takes time and effort to produce, which obviously makes it incredibly expensive. It'll remind many people of feta cheese due to the white appearance it takes on, but don't be fooled into thinking it tastes exactly the same. It comes in limited amounts, so take its availability with a pinch of salt, but it's still something that should be tried once in a blue moon. Number 2, black chicken. Ayam Cemani chickens are a beautiful black color and unlike anything you've probably seen before. This specific type of bird can go for thousands upon thousands of dollars across the world. But of course, it's pretty easy to be caught out by swindlers who just want to make a quick buck by fooling you into thinking it's the real deal. It tends to be bred over in Indonesia, and it doesn't really travel too far outside of the country, as a direct result of bird flu concerns. Number 1, white truffle.
Now, if you put this with anything that involves starch or fat, it absolutely lights up that dish. That's what makes this such a sought after ingredient. Fungus, and grows in a very small part of the world in Albert.
But this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.